Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this episode of the Confessional. We are very happy to have you with us because this week it's pretty special what we have to show you.
Yeah, well, since the last confessional, we received so many messages from you guys about what was going on in that episode. Some people were happy about it, excited to see what was going on. Some people didn't understand at all.
No.
But
some people were very frustrated as well. It was okay.
We
were happy.
We received over 1,300 messages or something like that. And, well, we want to thank you for that
so
as well.
much.
We really appreciate that. And well,
our mailbox exploded.
Since that, well,
but
it busted our server. And we decided today to do something a little more special about the episode.
Yeah, and this is what's cool with the confessional. I mean, it's following what's going on here, so there's no structure. I mean, if we feel like showing like something to you, we're going to show it to you because it's what's happening right now. And this is why we decided to show you this week the outtakes of the last episode.
Because we're having some like touchy subject at times that are harder, that can have different sides to them. And this is why today we decided to show you the outtakes we did with Alex. Yeah,
with Alex, because what you see in the episode is, I mean, what's really filmed, it's way longer, and we were talking about so many other cool things and positive things, and it was very crazy. I mean, so this is why we decided to show you, and this is the right moment, I think. So,
exactly.
I mean, let's jump to it. Somebody answered to one of your diaries, Miss Isabel. She said, it's from Canada, and she said, next step for me is to love without boundaries. So for her, the next step in her life is to love without boundaries. Do you think that goal is achievable in some way? Do you think it's possible for a person to live that?
Is it like something that needs to be like a general answer? Or
you can't answer whatever.
You can have your own opinion.
I can have my own opinion on that.
You can have your
opinion. I will quote me on that.
You have the right.
Thank you. I think it's just, you need to take it for what it is. You know, it's so funny. I'm looking at people. You know, I like to go in a little coffee shop and read, and I'm looking at everybody around. Everybody's reading books about how to love, how to do this, and you know, it's all about personal relationships, and you've got everybody, you know, and being all alone, right, you know, reading, and it's just like when the book at the end is like, just turn around and talk, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty frightening to talk with others, because you're allowing others to see through you, and nobody wants that, you know, because today more than ever, it's all about the way you look, you know, how people will perceive you or look at you, and it's very difficult to be real, even if we're in an era of communication.
Yeah.
You know, I can very easily be like a pretty cool chick on the internet, you know, and then I'm gonna have a lot of friends, and then I'm gonna share.
What's your internet name?
Well, I turned you on quite a few times.
I knew it. I thought it was you. I thought it was you.
It's very easy because you're not taking chances anymore.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that, you know, those titles, you know, reflects that. It's all about taking chances, you know, and sometimes you need to be ready to lose everything. Otherwise, it's not worth it. But then when you're losing everything all the time, over and over and over again, then you're starting to play safe a little bit, you know, and more, and then you're spoiling everything that's beautiful about love into something that is very secure and very plastic-alike.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, and it's very difficult for me to talk about titles or as something very specific, because art is evolving, every day. And it needs to be, just like emotions in relationships as well. Because you're growing, and by allowing you to that opportunity to grow, you're allowing others to grow as well. Sometimes you're not able to grow at the same time. Sometimes the other people don't want to grow, and that's a reality. And then you need to turn your own illusions into something that would rather be real or keep feeding the illusions. But basically, it's a personal choice.
Yeah. What's the next step? Is it possible to love without boundaries? I mean, if it's all about the community, if it's all about forgetting about yourself, and if it's all about like just living the moment, I mean, you can make your own opinion.
But at the same time, how do you define boundaries?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's probably my answer to that question would be no, it's impossible, because you don't know the boundaries. And it's
always
if you're starting something already, and thinking about all the risks and everything, and then it's no longer love. It's it's investments.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally get it.
So probably the answer is no, but you're realizing along the way that the answer is yes.
Yeah, because
but every step at a time. You know what I mean? Because otherwise it's only you're investing in someone else. And then when you're investing, you're going to be frustrated, because then you realize that what you're giving, ain't worth what you're receiving in return. And that's when the problems are starting to show up. You know what I mean?
Routine. Yeah, I totally get it.
So at least that's my opinion about it.
So this is it. We hope you liked it as well as we did.
Because that's what the confessional is all about. It's all about being through. And as I was saying a little earlier, it was only one take.
Yeah.
And this is part of what we saw that you didn't see yet. So we decided to show that to you, because we received so many answers about people asking questions about what love was for them, and how were they friends with other people around them, how they were loving the people that are surrounding them, and how, like, wondering if their friends were real friends for them as well. So we decided to show that little part to you as well, because it's like finding diamonds in the dust. There are so many sides to the topics we're talking about that
we put a whole month.
So we decided to show you a little more about that.
And we felt that this part of the video was like explaining so well with what we all felt about it. So and stay tuned, because there's so many things.
Next one.
So the next one is we told you it was going to be about Ben's relationship, and is still.
This is what it's going to be about.
Because and thank you for the questions you sent so far, and we encourage you to still keep sending your questions, because we're going to answer to them. So just can't wait to see you there, and stay tuned for the next confessional. Goodbye.